Hello again, everybody. It is a big canning day. I put up some squash so that I could fry it later. That's what's finishing up in the water bath canner. Now I'm going to do some squash to use for, let's see, I don't mind it getting a little squishy because I'm going to use it in my squash casserole. I'm going to use it in soups and stews, and gosh, I think that's the only other ways. Make some cream squash, I guess. I love cream squash. But it's okay to pressure can whenever you are okay with it being a little squishy. This other way, the vinegar is supposed to keep it a little crunchy so that you can fry it and it'll be okay. So that's what we're going to do now. Let's make up some more squash. This is going to be another cold pack as far as the squash, but my jars still need to be hot. I'm going to add hot water to my canner, and so let's get started. All right, let's cut some more squash. Some of these have some bad spots in them. I'll just cut them off. I'm going to cut these the same way I did the other, because even if I am putting it in some kind of a casserole or a stew, I still like them to be chopped like this. Guess who hears me in here cutting again? This girl, I don't know if she smells it, if she just knows the sound of the knife on the cutting board. Hello, sweet girl. But she wants some. She loves squash, she loves zucchini, carrots, green beans, potatoes. I see you. She's peeking around underneath my camera. Sometimes I need two cameras so everybody can see what I see. She pretty much gets what she wants, though, because she's so old. All right, I got all of that squash cut up, the yellow squash. Now we're going to do the zucchini. I love mixing the two because it just adds color. I feel like they taste pretty much the same way. So I have no problem mixing them. I think it's pretty. I almost put that in the wrong bowl. Did y'all see that? I'm okay mixing it in the jar, but not in the same bowl because I want it even. But I'm just going to go through here and cut up all of this zucchini too. Now these do have to be pressurized, so they are going to go in here. You do not have to have the water over the top. You don't want the water over the top. That would be way too much water. So these, I actually get to do them in my electric canner. Yay! I'm using up all the yellow squash. What do y'all like to make with your squash? I like cream squash too. My granny used to make lots of cream squash. Alright, let's see how much more I can push down in there. Okay. I think that's good. We almost used it all. Not too shabby. Okay, now what I'm going to do is bring that hot water over here because I need to put hot water and I need my salt. So, I'm going to do a half a teaspoon. These are quarts. I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of salt over them. Didn't quite get a full half a teaspoon in there. Here is that hot water I took the jars out of. Can y'all hear my dog? She is crazy. Put this funnel over here. Hot jars, hot water. Not hot jars, cold water, not cold jars, hot water. They have to be the same. Can y'all even see what I'm doing? Sort of, huh? I'm just filling these jars up with this hot water up to the rim, not the top, but just to where I stopped with my squash, which is right where that's, I don't know what you call it, the neck, top of the neck, maybe. I'll show you in just a second. Because after this, we have to debubble. Get you over here where you can see. My dog is crazy. My dog is crazy. Maybe that's so you can see. Alright. You have to do this part. See, there's bubbles already coming up. I haven't even got this thing in here yet. Look at all those bubbles. If you start putting that in there, in the pressure cooker with all those bubbles in there, you're losing a lot of water. See how my water level has gone down? So I've lost a lot of my liquid because of the bubbles. I'm going to push those back down in there. Add a tiny bit more water. There we go. Did I get my lids? Here we go. Should have a little one in here. Nope. Let's find a small one. Here we go. I'm gonna need a ring for it too, and I gotta wipe that off. Dip it in some vinegar. Wipe that rim. Make sure there's no spaces, no places that it is split or broken. Fingertip tight. And I'm going to go ahead and place it in here. And then we'll debubble this one. Okay, I'm going to show you guys again how this works. I have one rack underneath there that's holding up these jars because you do not want them sitting down on the very bottom just like they were in a regular pan. I'm going to plug it in. Turn it here where you can see. We're going to, whoops, I almost forgot. 8 cups of water. Hot water. Okay, I want to just get you over here so you can see this thing at work. This top deal, I have to make sure it is on exhaust for now. On the side here, it says open. I have to move it back to closed. So I have it on closed. I have it on exhaust. Now I am going to do high because high is, let me get you down here. Hang on. Right here it says high. That is what you use whenever you're pressure canning. I'm going to push high. And then I'm going to adjust my time up to 40. I am doing quarts, so I'm going to do 40. If I were doing pints, it would only be 35 minutes. And push start. It'll do this countdown here. And whenever it gets enough steam up, just like if I was in a pressure cooker or using a pressure cooker, I hope I'm not in one. Sometimes it feels like it in Oklahoma, y'all. Anyway, whenever that says an E10, that means the exhaust is doing its thing for 10 minutes. It'll count down when it gets done with its 10 minutes. Then I'll flip this top deal up here on top. This little guy, after my 10 minutes, I'll flip it to airtight. That's just like if I were putting the weight on. Then it will start counting down. It's 40 minutes. So I'll let y'all know when it's done. We'll see in a little bit. We just beat. See that E10? That means it's going to start counting down now for 10 minutes. And as soon as that's done, I'm going to flip that green thing over to airtight. it just beeped at me and said it is ready to start. So I'm going to flip this thing back here to airtight. He's kind of touchy, isn't he? That's it. It's going to do its thing for 40 minutes. This will count down and then it'll beep at me and let me know when it's done. After that, I'm going to let it sit for an hour before I attempt to open this. So, I'll be back. Our time is done. I'm going to unplug this and let it cool off naturally for about an hour. And then I'll come back and open this and put a spoon in there. See you on a bit. This thing ought to be done now. I gave it plenty of time. Let's see if we can open it now. Oh yeah. Make sure it's not too hot though. That's not bad at all. Okay. Clean up my area over here. Let's take these beauties out of here. I'm pretty sure they've all already done their thing. There are no lids still sticking up. So, that is squash and zucchini canned. Y'all go make you some. Bye.